clear, accurate, to the point.
This morning on Daybreak, Governor Brian Kemp made his way to Middle Georgia to propose a bill that could keep veterans employed. Plus, a Dooley County search leaves one mother behind bars. We have the latest from the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. But first, deep waters and icy temperatures make the search for a missing fisherman more intense as rescuers work around the clock. 41 NBC News at Daybreak starts now.
Well, good morning, Middle Georgia. Happy Friday to you. It is a cloudy and chilly morning in Macon. 41 Sky View is brought to you by the Piedmont Macon Medical Center. 32 degrees right now. Outside, we're just at freezing. Luckily, not doing the wind chill currently as our winds are calm. They are not going to stay that way. We're expecting a lot of wind going forward, but luckily, not too many wind chills out there this morning. Cold spot right now for Forsyth, 31 with a wind chill. In your full weather forecast, we'll talk about cold weather this weekend.
In high definition, this is 41 NBC News at Daybreak.
Good morning and happy Friday, Middle Georgia. Today is January 28th, 2022, and I'm Lisbeth Gutierrez. Vienna police are sharing new details about a Dooley County mother charged in the death of her missing son. Kiara Cotton is charged with murder, concealing the death of another, and cruelty to children second degree. This comes after her 4-year-old son, Jason Mathis, was reported missing by family. In a news conference Thursday, the Vienna police chief say they received a tip that Cotton was abusing her children. She was arrested Monday for cruelty to children, but then her charges were upgraded to murder.
Cotton's interview revealed the location of possible human remains located back in Crisp County, in the city limits of Cordele. The GBI, with the assistance of the Crisp County Sheriff's Office, collected the human remains.
The GBI Crime Lab has those human remains, and an autopsy will confirm identity and cause of death. Meanwhile, in Baldwin County, multiple agencies are searching Lake Sinclair for a man who was fishing with his wife Tuesday night. Baldwin County Fire Chief Victor Young says dive teams joined in on the search for 71-year-old Joseph Terry Robertson of Dublin. Search crews used sonar equipment and checked the surrounding woodlands with no luck. According to Chief Young, Robertson's wife reported their boat was sinking near Airport Island. As they were putting on their life jackets and swimming on the shore, the woman was rescued from the water, but crews are still searching for her husband. A woman was killed in a head-on collision in Houston County early Tuesday. Houston County Coroner Danny Galpin says it happened around 2:41 in the morning on Highway 96 when one of the cars involved was driving in the wrong lane. Of the 3 occupants in the car, the front seat passenger, 48-year-old Crystal Burney, was the only one who died, while the other 2, as well as the driver of the other car, were taken to Houston Medical Center for their injuries. In Warner Robins, a 14-year-old is charged with arson following a fire at a local high school. Warner Robins police responded to a small bathroom fire at Northside High School around 7:30 this morning. Police say they learned a 14-year-old used a lighter to set toilet paper and a dispenser on fire. The school principal says this happened in the boys' bathroom of the Career Tech and Ag Education building. Also in Houston County, the Sheriff's Office needs your help identifying 3 guys who may be connected to a home invasion. These images were captured in the Marlin Terrace area on Monday, January 10th. Investigators say on that date, around 3:15 p.m., there was a home invasion in the 100 block of Markin Terrace in Byron, and these 3 were captured in the area at the time. If you can help with this case, contact the Houston County Sheriff's Office. In Bibb County, another man is in custody this morning in connection to a murder at a Macon hotel in November. The U.S. Marshals Task Force and Clayton County Sheriff's Office arrested 21-year-old Lucky Uday of Stone Mountain during a search warrant Wednesday. He's the 3rd person arrested for the murder of 27-year-old Chauncey Love II. The Bibb County Sheriff's Office says Love was killed in the parking lot of the Best Western on Riverside Drive during a drug deal. Uday is charged with murder and being held without bond. This is video from the night of the incident on November 23rd. The Sheriff's Office says Love and 2 other men drove up from Jacksonville, Florida to make a marijuana transaction. During the incident, Love was shot by the people they were meeting with. He attempted to drive off, but the vehicle crossed over Riverside Drive and went into a ditch. The man in the vehicle with Love then jumped out and ran across the interstate. When Daybreak continues, an aviation company is bringing jobs to Middle Georgia. Details on hundreds of openings right after the break. Stay with us.
And to answer your question, the Ryder Cup is awarded in what sport? Hockey, golf, baseball, or soccer?
Get news anytime on 41NBC.com and the 41NBC News app. 41NBC. Clear, accurate, to the point. Meteorologist Aaron Lowry. Weekday mornings at 6 and 11.
The Macon-Bibb County Transit Authority is turning a corner. You know that MTA is the official transit provider for Macon-Bibb County. What you might not know is the many other ways MTA impacts the community, including public art. We're using a Downtown Challenge grant to complete a captivating mural for Macon at our transfer station, located on 5th and Poplar Streets. Get to know the Macon-Bibb County Transit Authority.
We're more than a bus ride.
It's Macy's Big Home Sale with an extra 20% off great values like GE small appliances now at Macy's and 30% off sheets and bedding. Or shop specials like the Radley sectional for $21.99 at Macy's.
When the hands that do the fixing need fixing. When the hands that do the caring need caring. That's a job for O'Keeffe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keeffe's for healthy feet.
I got hurt in a car wreck and I need a lawyer, but I don't have the money to hire one.
It doesn't cost you anything up front to hire us. We only get paid when we win your case. So you can keep your money in your pocket.
I didn't need any money to hire the Ken Nugent law firm. My money stayed in my pocket. And they settled my case for over $380,000.
Our job is to maximize the result of your case. Big case or small, one call, that's all.
Call 1-800-CALL-KEN.
How do you shop for insurance? Call an 800 number? Spend countless hours online comparing rates, filtering through plans, just trying to make sense of it all? How about talking to a real person? Jonathan Williams and his team are local with solid experience and backed by a trusted source. Sure, you could save a small percentage by going with another company, but where will they be when you really need them? We'll be right here in Warner Robins, serving Middle Georgia right where you live, because we live here too. Call Jonathan Williams, your local Allstate insurance agent.
Now, your 41NBC Accuweather Forecast, presented by Volume Chevrolet.
Well, welcome back on this Friday morning, Middle Georgia. It is calm outside right now, but it is chilly, and it's also cloudy. Those clouds quickly filled in last night. Sitting right at freezing in Warner Robins right now, we got a 27-degree wind chill. The north-northwest wind at 6 miles per hour. Of course, 41 Sky View is presented by the House and County Galleria. You can see all those clouds quickly filling in across the Peach State right now, and that's what we'll be dealing with throughout the majority of the day today. Likely you'll begin to see them clear as we get into the evening hours, after the possibility of a couple isolated showers in some of our northeastern counties. I do believe most of that rain, if not all of it, in terms of the showers today, should remain to the north of Interstate 16. Our highs today, very mild again, but with the cloudy skies and wind picking up, it's definitely going to feel pretty chilly once we get into the afternoon hours. But we're seeing mid-50s across the board, with a warm spot of 57 degrees in Vienna. As we go throughout the day today, we'll be seeing the wind shifting throughout the first half of it, and then being more from the northwest as we get into the later half of the day. As that wind picks up, that's when we do begin to see the rain move in. Again, north of Interstate 16 in those northeastern counties, Hancock, Wilkinson, maybe into Lawrence. Very light rain, won't last very long, but in terms of wind, that's going to begin as we get into the evening hours, stick with us overnight and much of tomorrow, bringing on some very, very cold conditions. So if you have plans over the weekend, you might want to make sure you bundle up, especially if they're on Saturday. And that's going to be despite the sun coming out, because we'll have clear skies once we get into tonight. But again, wind speeds over 20 miles per hour, gusts over 30 miles per hour. It will be blustery out there, and temperatures as we head into tomorrow morning are going to be in the mid to upper 20s. And that's the actual. That's not counting wind chills. And we'll be dealing with wind chills all day tomorrow, as those winds will stay from the northwest. We'll then see them shift to the southwest as we head into Sunday, and it will still be breezy, but at least with them coming out of the south, that begins to bring warmer air back in, and we are going to warm back up as we head into Sunday. But overnight tonight, we're going to be dropping down into the mid to upper 20s. Again, you got 27 in Macon and Roberta. Looks like a cold spot will be for Forsyth at 25, followed by Butler at 26. But the wind chills will be far colder than this. We'll check those out in your next weather forecast. But coming up after a quick message from our sponsor, we're going to take a look at your 7-day forecast.
At Volume Chevrolet, get oil changes for life, plus a 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Visit Volume Chevrolet, I-75 exit 187 in Forsyth. That's volumechevrolet.com.
Your 41 NBC Accuweather 7-day forecast is brought to you by Volume Chevrolet. Outside of our 10% chance for showers today, we'll stay dry until we get into next week. And while it will be a very sunny weekend, temperatures are not going to feel like the numbers you see on your screen for our Saturday. And again, we'll talk about that in your next forecast. But rain chances will return as we head into Groundhog Day on Wednesday. And coming with those, luckily, are some warmer temperatures if you're looking to get away from the cold for a bit.
Governor Brian Kemp made a stop in Warner Robins to talk about a bill he says will help keep local veterans working. We were there for the visit and found out this proposed bill could benefit Middle Georgia veterans if passed. Governor Brian Kemp met with state and local leaders at the Vector Center in Warner Robins Thursday morning. The topic was the Career Military Retirement Income Tax Exclusion Bill.
The goal of this is to, number one, thank our members of the military and our veterans, but also help those that are retiring, exempting their retirement income before they get the standard exemption we already have at age 62.
The proposed bill would allow Georgia veterans to receive up to a $17,500 income tax exemption. Governor Kemp says this will open the door to new beginnings.
This is going to help a lot of people that are retiring from the military in their 40s or 50s that still want to be in the workforce. It's going to help us with our workforce development in our state. It's one of the biggest issues we got, but also just a big thank you to those members to keep them in our state, not have them move to bordering states or other places around the country.
Several state leaders are in support of the proposed bill. Senator Larry Walker says he supported several bills that help military members and their families, but this one is the most impactful.
Well, the military retirement issue has come up time and time again as the number one priority really for our Department of Defense and the military, and it puts dollars back in their pocket and allows them to stay in Georgia.
Chastity Hall is a veteran who moved to Middle Georgia 3 years ago. She says this newly proposed bill will help her and it will help other veterans reconsider staying in Georgia.
It's an opportunity now to be like, oh, we don't have to go to another state that has no taxes on retirement.
In Warner Robins, Elizabeth Gutierrez, 41 NBC News. Governor Kemp says he hopes this bill will continue to attract veterans to the Georgia's workforce. The next step is for lawmakers to pass it. In other local news, an aviation company is bringing 200 jobs to Middle Georgia. MHIRJ Aviation is expanding its reach to the Middle Georgia Regional Airport. The company specializes in aviation maintenance and repair. Robbie Fountain with the Macon-Bibb County Industrial Authority says the jobs will be filled by people right here in Middle Georgia.
You know, I think they'll look around for their employees. And now we always prefer Macon-Bibb County to be the, you know, to get all the jobs, but it's for the region. Okay. Yeah.
You can apply for a position by visiting mhirj.com. There's also a link to that site at 41nbc.com. Well, there's still more to come on 41 NBC News at daybreak, including some money-saving deals, and Aaron gives us a look outside.
For weather updates on the go, download the 41NBC Accuweather app and follow 41NBC on Facebook and Twitter. Chief Meteorologist Cecilia Reeds, weeknights at 6 and 11 on 41NBC.
At Drive Time, you can save money on your down payment, $1,000 on average. Nice. And we'll show you your real down payment.
How real?
As real as this puppy.
He is real. And I love him.
Go to drivetime.com, get approved, and see your real down payment.
My car is my after-work decompression zone. So when my windshield broke, I found the experts at Safelite Auto Glass. They have exclusive technology and service I can trust.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
Wow. No braces, everything's hands-free. I wasn't so lucky. Invis is not your parents' braces. Invis is faster than braces and the clear aligner brand most trusted by doctors, Invisalign.
Reynolds Wrap makes this whole cooking and cleanup thing so easy. Speeds up this so I can get to them.
Easy prep, cook, and clean with Reynolds Wrap.
The International Cherry Blossom Festival's Little Mr. and Miss Cherry Blossom pageant presented by the Beverly Knight Olson Children's Hospital and Wesleyan College is February 12th in Porter Auditorium at Wesleyan College. The pageant is open to children ages 5 to 7. The winning children will serve as ambassadors along with the remainder of the Royal Court during the 40th festival coming March 18th through March 27th, 2022. Applications are due by February 1st. For more details and to apply, visit cherryblossom.com.
It's everyone's favorite subject.
It feels good.
Food! Hey, I'm Daphne Oz, and I'm here with my friends Gail Simmons and Jamaica Pessoa. And this is The Good Dish.
We've got go-to easy recipes for everyday meals.
Shortcuts that will transform your life.
Plus, it's the Great American Dish-Off.
We'll search for America's best recipes.
It is so good.
The Good Dish, weekdays at noon on 41 NBC.
High definition. This is 41 NBC News at Daybreak.
Our local Steals and Deals is bringing you information on products and how you can save money. Here's Lisa Robertson.
Hey everybody, I have something that's going to be life-changing, and I don't say that lightly. This is a brand new idea from Rush Charge. So first of all, what's my biggest fear? My biggest fear is my phone being dead. Why? Everything is in my phone. I don't know anyone's numbers by heart. I don't have any way to communicate. I am in trouble without my phone. This is going to charge your phone super easy. No cords, no wires, plugs right in, even has pass-through charging so you can charge your phone while you charge your Rush Charge. This is a fabulous idea. Give one to each of your kids so now they're not going to say, oh, well, I was going to call home, but my phone was dead. Your phone's not dead. You have Rush Charge. Fabulous way to go. What's the other big problem we have? Where are my earbuds? Wait there. Right here. These are RC buds. So these are wireless earbuds that are actually charging in your Rush Charge. So now you're not going to lose them. They're always ready to go. They're never dead. You need to make a phone call. You need to do whatever you want to do. Now your wireless earbuds are right here in your phone charger, perfectly charged, ready to go. Oh my gosh, this is brilliant. Never is your phone going to be dead again. Never are you going to lose your earbuds, and never are they going to not be charged when you need them. Right now on localsteals.com, we have a bunch of great colors, and they're all 41% off. Trust me when I tell you, buy a bunch. Everyone's going to want some. You're going to want a couple. They're that good.
Now, your 41 NBC Accuweather Forecast, presented by Volume Chevrolet.
Well, welcome back. It's a cloudy morning for us in Dublin. 41 Skyview is presented by the Georgia United Credit Union. Outside 34 degrees right now. We do not have a wind chill luckily currently, so the wind is calm, but again, wind chills are going to be a big thing as we head into the weekend. Here's temperatures all around the country right now. You see the majority of the country is below freezing. Minneapolis, of course, cold spot, sitting 2 degrees below. And then Miami is sitting at something in the 60s. I'm going to guess it's either 63 or 65 to exactly tell at this moment in time. But the big thing I want you to understand as we get into the weekend is it's going to be cold. Even though the actual temperatures may not look that cold, it's going to be cold because of strong winds and frigid wind chills. And some of our low temperatures are going to be getting down to that point in which it is essential that you drip your faucets because you do not want them to burst or freeze. The temperatures that you are seeing here are wind chill temperatures. As we head through today, not a whole lot of that going on. The wind's going to pick up as we go through the day today under that blanket of cloud. So most of us should still feel like we're in the 50s as we get into the afternoon hours. And then, of course, we'll have those few chances for showers as we get into the late afternoon and early evening hours. The clouds will quickly clear out after we get past that, and that is when those wind chills will begin to set in because those winds are going to be packing 20 plus miles per hour sustained and over 30 miles per hour gusting as we go through the overnight hours tonight. And you see these again, feels like temperatures already upper 20s, not even at midnight yet. Skies are clear. Then we head into tomorrow morning, and if you have somewhere to go tomorrow morning, if you can cancel it, I might suggest that. I mean, look at these wind chills. So you don't want to get out of bed? 13 degrees in Butler? It feels like that? You may not want to. Maybe it's a day for hot chocolate, but if you do have things to get done, bundle up. The sun is going to be out there in the afternoon, sure, but look at what it's going to feel like as we get into the lunchtime hours. Mid to upper 20s. The actual temperatures are going to be in the 40s. I mean, it is going to be bitterly cold out there. That's why I'm saying your plans are going to quickly change into watching TV, maybe watching the NFL games this weekend with some hot chocolate or some popcorn. And then we'll be seeing things get very cold again with lows down into the low 20s as we head into Sunday night. Or rather, Saturday night, Sunday morning, and those are going to be when you need to make sure that your temperature, your faucets are dripped, because these are going to be pretty close to what the actual temperatures outside are going to be. Good news is we'll be warming up into the 50s as we get into the afternoon.
At Hilton, check in, choose your room, and unlock your door, all in the Hilton app, thus preserving the rarest of species, the sleeping toddler. Book our family of brands at Hilton.com. To new memories, Hilton.
Goodbye, chubby hubby. Hello, burly bear. With Scana Energy as our natural gas provider, we stay warm all winter, so I don't have to peck on hibernation weight. And I'm not sure if it's the great service and savings or my new diet, but I feel great. I'm down to 7 meals a day.
Honey, is this the bathroom or the library?
Huh? Why?
Because I can't stop checking you out.
Choose Scana for great savings all season.
GMFS Mortgage started over 23 years ago. Since then, we've grown to over 300 employees. We've helped over 140,000 customers purchase, build, renovate, or refinance. Over $20 billion in loans. We make the mortgage process easy and convenient. Apply online or at our local Macon office. If you're looking to buy, build, renovate, or refinance, go to gmfsmortgage.com to see how we can help change your life today.
GMFS, changing lives.
4 cup holders for all the water the internet told you to drink. Alexa for finding the nearest bathroom. Or the next nearest bathroom. The 2022 Toyota Corolla. Right now, lease a new 2022 Toyota Corolla LE for just $219 a month for 36 months. Toyota, let's go places.
The stories you need to know.
They just ripped the ATM out of the wall.
Up in a Black Hawk helicopter.
Were you trying to rip me off?
Inside Edition.
These are the stories that impact your life.
Inside Edition, weekdays at 2 on 41 NBC.
And now let's take a look at today's business headlines with CNBC's Bertha Combs.
I'm Bertha Coombs, and this is your CNBC News Now. Another volatile day for the markets. The Dow down 7 points at the end of the session. The S&P dropping 23, but the Nasdaq was the worst performer, losing 189 points, or more than 1.5%. Meantime, the U.S. economy grew at the fastest pace in nearly 40 years. Fourth quarter GDP surging 6.9%. That's better than expected, bringing 2021's full-year economic growth rate to 5.7%. That's the strongest pace since 1984, driven by strong consumer spending and more private investment. Robinhood shares falling as much as 15% following the closing bell after the stock trading app posted a disappointing revenue forecast for the first quarter of this year. Robinhood shares are down more than 86% from their high last year, losing 34% already this month. And other big names falling sharply on Thursday include Tesla, ending the day down 11% after warning investors that it's facing supply chain issues and will not introduce any new models, while Intel sank 7% on weakness in the company's client computing group. That's your CNBC News Now.
Good Friday morning to you. I'm Shaz Pirani. The women's college lacrosse season is right around the corner, and the Mercer Bears are looking to make some more noise this season, coming off of a third consecutive SoCon title run.
When I got here, we were second to last in all of D1. So pretty much, as my dad said to me, it can only go up from here.
The Mercer women's lacrosse team has definitely made some big strides since the program began in 2015. Now they are coming off of a three-peat of Southern Conference titles. The team is transitioning to the Big South Conference this season as the SoCon is no longer sponsoring women's lacrosse. But the Bears are already acclimated with their new competition.
We play a lot of the Big South teams on a yearly basis as is. High Point is a big competition for us. We've actually started our season last couple years opening up with them, so we're excited to renew that rivalry.
The Bears have a vigorous schedule as they face top programs UNC, USC, the University of Oregon, and the University of Florida. But this isn't anything unaccustomed for Coach Eustace and her teams.
We do try to get a pretty tough non-conference schedule, and there's definitely different coaching philosophies along that. Some coaches want some easier teams. They think that's going to help with confidence boosting, and I kind of take the opposite approach and think that our team can really benefit by being able to compete against those programs.
The Bears have all but 4 starters returning from their 2021 championship team, including SoCon tournament MVP Izzy Crime.
I think what's lucky for us is we have top talent in each section. Our defense, we have a very veteran defense that's returning. We have some new people coming from our defensive unit into the midfield. We're not dominant on just one end of the field. I think we're pretty well balanced.
After years of success, expectations are always high for Coach Eustace and the Bears.
I want us to compete when we're playing our opening weekend. I want us to compete with UNC and Florida and the tough teams. And I want to win the Big South. And really for our program to take that next step, we want to try to win that first round NCAA game.
You can catch the Bears in action as they open up the season with a 2-game homestand with Oregon on February 18th and then the University of Southern California on February 20th. The college baseball season is 3 weeks away and the SoCon preseason all-conference teams have just been announced. Sophomore outfielder Kobe Thomas has been named a perfect game preseason all-conference outfielder, while Angela Despina has been named the all-conference first baseman. The Bears open up their season on February 18th as they host Eastern Kentucky for a 3-game series. The Macon Mayhem began a 3 games in 3-day stretch as they took on the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs and lost 10-1 last night. The Mayhem are back on the road today facing the Fayetteville Marksmen. And your Atlanta Hawk Trae Young has been named an Eastern Conference starter for the 2022 NBA All-Star Game. Young is averaging 27.7 points and 9.3 assists per game this season. Young previously was a starter in 2020 with Team Giannis. The All-Star Game will take place in Cleveland on February 20th. And that's it for sports. Have a fantastic Friday.
Coming up during health news, a House bill targeting Georgia's mental health system is up for consideration. Local experts weigh in.
41 NBC, clear, accurate, to the point.
No matter the season, there's always something good going on in Middle Georgia. Join us as we celebrate some of the area's incredible stories. Watch Talk of the Town with Dr. Harper, Saturday mornings at 8:30 on 41 NBC. The Lee and Haley Show, weekdays at 3 on 41 NBC.
I want the truth.
Inside a room of unsolved mysteries, the case of Carla Walker.
She's still here.
Decades of detectives determined to catch a killer.
We got him.
Dateline tonight, 9/8 Central.
Syracuse just brought the house down. Here comes Gideon! Landmark moment! Sean White takes the goal!
How do you shop for insurance? Call an 800 number? Spend countless hours online comparing rates, filtering through plans, just trying to make sense of it all? How about talking to a real person? Jonathan Williams and his team are local with solid experience and backed by a trusted source. Sure, you could save a small percentage by going with another company, but where will they be when you really need them? We'll be right here in Warner Robins, serving Middle Georgia right where you live, because we live here too. Call Jonathan Williams, your local Allstate insurance agent.
Need more light in your garage or basement? Introducing Tri-Burst from Bell & Howell, the new LED triple panel socket light that's crazy bright. It'll transform any area from dim to ultra bright. Tri-Burst screws into any light socket and the hinged panels can direct light anywhere. Look, a standard bulb is 265 lumens, but Tri-Burst lights up this whole basement with 4,000 lumens of light. It's a night and day difference. Get Tri-Burst for just $29.99. Call now.
Your 41 NBC Accuweather Forecast, presented by Volume Chevrolet.
Well, good morning and welcome back on this Friday morning. Middle Georgia, waking up to cloudy skies and chilly conditions. The good news right now is we're not really dealing with many wind chills around the region. We're sitting at freezing in Macon right now with calm wind under a blanket of clouds. A few of us are dealing with wind chills. For Scythe, sitting at 36 degrees, but feels like freezing thanks to wind chill. And it looks like Montezuma with a wind chill of 34 degrees. But we'll be seeing plenty of those as we head into the weekend. That is our big story for weather today. Stay tuned. We'll talk about it in your full weather forecast.
Local mental health organizations are reacting to the Georgia House of Representatives introducing House Bill 1013. If passed, the bill will reform the state's mental health care delivery system and improve client outcomes. 41 NBC's Ariel Schiller shares what that would look like in Middle Georgia.
Georgia House of Representatives Speaker David Ralston announced major mental health reform legislation Wednesday. House Bill 1013 has support from both political parties, including Majority Leader John Burns and Minority Leader James Beverly. The bill will increase client access to care, ensures mental health parity for providers and clients, strengthens workforce development initiatives, expands transparency and accountability for consumers, and enhances resources for frontline responders and communities.
There is no issue, and I want to be very clear on this, there is no issue this session more important to me than this issue.
Mental health initiatives like Macon Headspace and Macon Mental Health Matters have been at the forefront of addressing mental health problems locally. With events like mental health pop-up gyms, they've been able to provide free mental health services like therapy and yoga to areas that might not have had them before. Andrea Cook, Program Director for Macon Mental Health Matters, says if House Bill 1013 passes, they could potentially access state funding to help them expand their reach.
There are smaller counties surrounding us that need access to mental health services as well, and that we should really be thinking about the fact that we should expand services to people who touch our county.
Nancy Cleveland is the executive director for Macon Headspace, an allied partner with Macon Mental Health Matters. Cleveland says she was ecstatic to see the announcement of House Bill 1013 because it could mean more funding for local mental health programs.
We could give even more activities, more staff, just more to our community, and we deserve that. Everyone doesn't know how to treat their mental health, but we're all human and it's okay not to be okay. So with that funding, we can really get to the people that need it most.
In Macon, Ariel Schiller, 41 NBC News.
Speaker Ralston will assign House Bill 1013 to the House Health and Human Services Committee for consideration. The next mental health pop-up gym is on February 26th at Freedom Park in Macon. You can go to Macon Mental Health Matters for more information on the services they offer. When daybreak returns, a cardboard box shortage could be delaying your packages. And Aaron has the answer to this morning's trivia question.
Which, if you missed it the first time, here it is. The Ryder Cup is awarded in what sport? Would that be hockey, golf, baseball, or soccer?
For weather updates on the go, download the 41 NBC Accuweather app and follow 41 NBC on Facebook and Twitter.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, weekdays at 4 on 41 NBC.
Your old rubber hose is heavy and it's always a tangled mess. It easily kinks and leaks like a sieve. There's gotta be a better way. Well, now there is. Introducing the Bionic Flex Pro Super Strong Super Light Hose. It's the most durable hose you'll ever own. And it's ultra light as well. Run over an ordinary hose and it'll easily burst. But look, we ran over the Bionic Flex Pro hose with a tractor trailer. It didn't break. That's because its reinforced drag-resistant commercial-grade outer polyester weave makes it tougher and stronger than ever. And look, the tractor-trailer can't crush its solid brass fittings. Try hooking up a regular hose to a spigot, and this happens. But the Bionic Flex Pro's Easy Connect fittings make that connection a breeze. Ordinary hoses kink easily and stop working. But the Bionic Flex Pro hose never kinks. It just keeps flowing strong. And while regular hoses easily get tangled, the Bionic Flex Pro is tangle-proof. Drag a rubber hose through sharp rocks and it'll burst. But the Bionic Flex Pro's commercial-grade polyester weave makes it durable and resistant to wear and tear. Rubber hoses get brittle and crack from the sun's heat and UV rays, but the Bionic Flex Pro stays intact, even when it's on fire. As a bonus, the Bionic Flex Pro hose comes with a powerful brass jet nozzle. Its powerfully strong spray quickly sweeps debris from your patios, decks, and driveways, yet it's gentle enough to water your most delicate plants. And now you can have the amazing 25-foot Bionic Flex Pro hose with powerful brass jet nozzle for just $19.95. But wait, call now and we'll upgrade your order to a 50-foot Bionic Flex Pro hose with powerful brass jet nozzle. Just pay a separate fee, and shipping is free. Order your Bionic Flex Pro hose now.
To order, call 1-800-313-8117 or go to BionicFlexPro.com. That's 1-800-313-8117, or you can order online at BionicFlexPro.com.
Cardboard boxes are in short demand as e-commerce soars, and Southwest Ways bringing onboard booze back this spring. Jane King is at the NASDAQ market site with those stories and more.
Good morning. Booze could be coming back to Southwest Airline planes this spring. It suspended alcohol service in March of 2020 and then scrapped plans to resume sales in May after passenger disturbances and physical assaults on crew members. Meanwhile, Southwest executives say they believe the worst of the Omicron variant is over and they're optimistic heading into the spring. Well, a survey found Gen Z investors gravitate toward penny stocks for a cheap way to start building wealth. Gen Z investors also use fractional investing to buy large cap stocks like Tesla. Well, stocks fell for a third straight day yesterday, continuing the week's volatile trading. The U.S. economy did grow 5.7% in the last year as things reopened. That was the fastest expansion since 1984. Well, a new work-related subreddit group has gained 300,000 users in one day. This work reform group emerged after the original anti-work group was made private. Many longstanding members expressed frustration about how the movement is often misrepresented as being anti-work and promoting laziness rather than as a platform to discuss and change labor practices. And a cardboard box shortage, the latest disruption to global shipping. The head of International Paper says while e-commerce has fueled demand for packaging, pandemic-related labor shortages and shipping constraints are making it harder to make and deliver the boxes that are used to carry everything from food to consumer goods. From New York, I'm Jane King with your morning business report.
Now, your 41 NBC Accuweather Forecast, presented by Volume Chevrolet.
All right, Elizabeth, I'm sure this is the part of the show you've been waiting for most anxiously this morning. The Ryder Cup is awarded in what sport? Would that be hockey, golf, baseball, or soccer?
All right, so I'm not really into sports, so I'm just going to have to go with what I think is correct. I think soccer wouldn't be, I don't know, I just feel like my family was more into soccer growing up, so I feel like soccer wouldn't be it. I'm going to have to go with B, golf.
You're going with golf. That is the correct answer.
Okay.
Hockey is the Stanley Cup, baseball is the Commissioner's Trophy, and for soccer, it's the World Cup. So golf would be the Ryder Cup, a relaxing sport. Probably not a good idea to go out and play on the links this weekend. However, it's going to be very, very chilly out there because of that wind. So let's go ahead and get into it. It's a cloudy morning for us in Dublin right now. 41 Skyview is presented by the Georgia United Credit Union. Starting to pick up as the morning flow and, of course, the morning progresses on. 34 degrees outside right now. We do have calm winds currently. They're not going to stay that way. We're also seeing plenty of cloud cover across the state right now, and we're going to as we go through the majority of the day today. We probably won't see it clear out until we get into the late evening hours, but we're also going to be seeing a chance for some showers in our northeastern counties, and I do believe most, if not all of them, should stay north. of Interstate 16. Our highs today are very mild, mid to upper 50s, a warm spot of 57 degrees in Vienna. The cool spot we first sight at 53 will top off 55 in Macon, Warner Robins, and in Eastman. And the good news is because we're not seeing too much wind today, it should still feel like those temperatures as we get into the afternoon. Because not a whole lot of wind as we get into the lunchtime hours. We're seeing that shift more towards the northwest as we get into the afternoon. Then there's those showers I was talking about. Again, that's going to be late afternoon, early evening hours for those. And the clouds will begin to clear shortly after that. But look at the wind numbers as they shift to the northwest. Sustained speeds are approaching 15 plus and gusts are approaching 25 plus. They get stronger overnight. Yes, the skies will be clear, but sustained wind speeds will likely reach speeds over 20 miles per hour tonight, and gusts will likely get 30 to 35 plus miles per hour through the overnight hours at times. Heading into tomorrow morning, that will lead to bitter wind chills given the direction of that wind coming in from the north, and it's going to stay with us throughout the day tomorrow. So it's going to be sunny out there, but with wind chills, we're going to have 15 potentially plus degree difference in the feels like temperature and the actual temperatures outside. The good news is we head into Sunday, that will go away as the wind shifts more towards the southwest. That will begin to bring warm and moist air back into Georgia and begin to warm things up as we head into the last couple of days of January and into the start of February. Overnight tonight, we are going to still get quite cold down into the mid to upper 20s. I would recommend dripping your faucets tonight. It's not absolutely required. You'll need that for Saturday night and into Sunday, but these are going to be our lows for tonight. The actual feels like well cooler than this, and we'll talk about that in your next weather forecast.
Get news anytime on 41NBC.com and the 41NBC News app. 41NBC. Clear, accurate, to the point.
Weather brought to you by Volume Chevrolet in Forsyth, exit 187 off I-75.
I want the truth.
Inside a room of unsolved mysteries, the case of Carla Walker.
She's still here.
Decades of detectives determined to catch a killer.
We got him.
Dateline tonight, 9/8 Central.
Syracuse just brought the house down. Here comes Gideon! Landmark moment! Sean White takes the goal!
America, home of the free. Free is our favorite word, like free refills and free samples.
Yum. Joy. Thank you.
Free samples.
We get it. That's why at Morgan & Morgan, our fee is free. That means you don't pay anything unless we win your case. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
GMFS Mortgage started over 23 years ago. Since then, we've grown to over 300 employees. We've helped over 140,000 customers purchase, build, renovate, or refinance. Over $20 billion in loans. We make the mortgage process easy and convenient. Apply online or at our local Macon office. If you're looking to buy, build, renovate, or refinance, go to gmfsmortgage.com to see how we can help change your life today.
GMFS, changing lives.
The 41 NBC Value Club is here, and membership is free. All members are eligible to win monthly sweepstakes prizes, each valued at $100 or more. Winning is easy, and you can enter daily. Plus, check this box to opt in for more great values coming up. And you'll get 10 extra chances to win. Enter now. Go to 41nbc.com/value and become a member today.
This is 41 NBC News at Daybreak.
Well, Saturday Night Live is getting its last show this weekend before taking a few weeks off for the Winter Olympics. Actor Willem Dafoe, who co-stars in Spider-Man No Way Home, will be hosting for the first time. Mark Barger has a preview.
I'm so sorry, Will. There's been a mistake.
Hey! A little bit of playful confusion last week about hosting SNL.
Willem Dafoe? You're hosting next week.
I'm pretty sure it's this week.
Gave the man taking the reins this Saturday a head start.
It was a good way to stick my toe in the water, give me a sense of the rhythm and the energy of the show.
Elements that are new for the legendary actor, but not totally foreign.
I'm a theater animal, so I love a live audience. Of course, this is very different because it's, largely sketch comedy, and I'm not so used to that, so I'm looking forward to it.
Dafoe was also excited to return to his role as Green Goblin in Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Green Goblin's a great role. I had good time in the first rendition, and then I was happy to pick up where I left off.
Worldwide, No Way Home is already the 6th highest grossing film ever. So popular,
Just stop seeing Spider-Man.
SNL couldn't resist tweaking it earlier this month.
People really seem to love the film, and that's always gratifying.
And he'd welcome a similar reaction on Saturday night.
And I'm thinking about just having a good time and maybe making a little bit of an ass of myself.
Have we done this before? No, I don't think so.
No.
Oh, it must have been a premonition I had about the best night of my entire life.
That's right.
Mark Barger, NBC News.
And Katy Perry will be the musical guest when Willem Dafoe hosts Saturday Night Live this weekend. You can tune in at 11:30 right here on 41 NBC. Now, here's a look at what's coming up this morning on the Today Show.
This morning on the third hour of Today, Servant stars Lauren Ambrose and Rupert Grint are live. Plus, it's date night done right when we are at home with Jill Martin. And we're catching up with wrestling superstar The Miz. All this morning on the third hour of Today.
We'll have more local news and weather in just a few minutes. Stay with us.
Listen to the Fox FM, Georgia's greatest hits for news and weather from 41 NBC.
Judge Judy, weeknights starting at 7 p.m. on 41 NBC.
As a professional bull rider, I'm used to taking chances. But when it comes to my insurance, I don't. I use Liberty Mutual. They customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. And by switching, you can even save $665.
Hey, Tex. Can someone else get a turn?
Yeah, hang on. I'm about to break my own record. Yeah! Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Uh-oh, that food container won't contain your food, so you mess with cling wraps and foil, hoping food won't spoil. Well, not anymore. Now there's Stretch and Fresh containers, the amazing food storage containers with stretch and fit lids that let you store more. Even the odd-shaped foods you couldn't put in containers before. Just stretch over the food and snap lock the lid to keep food fresh. There's even a freshness date dial to track storage time. It comes in the sizes you need to store all the foods you want with amazing storage capacity. It's freezer and microwave safe, and the containers nest for compact, stacked, space-saving storage. And right now, the 6-piece set is yours for just $19.95, and the shipping is free. But wait, call now and we'll double the offer and send a second set. Just pay a separate fee. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-375-7329 or go to trystretchandfresh.com. That's 1-800-375-7329 or order online at trystretchandfresh.com.
Awesome. Tuesdays just got a little more exciting on 41 NBC News Daybreak.
I've captured my shadow. We're building up a gas on the inside. Whoa!
Watch Hooked on Science, Tuesday mornings at 6 on 41 NBC News Daybreak.
Your 41 NBC Accuweather Forecast, presented by Volume Chevrolet.
Welcome back, Middle Georgia, on this Friday. No sunrise for us today because of the clouds that moved in overnight, but luckily no issues on 75 right now. 41 Skyview in Forsyth is presented by Volume Chevrolet. 34 degrees outside right now. Luckily no wind chill for us because the wind's calm, but again, wind is a big thing as we get into the weekend. You saw the speeds in our last forecast. We're going to be talking more about those wind chills in the coming up forecast. But let's start with the bus stop forecast for today first. Definitely would recommend a jacket out the door. You'll likely need it later today because while it says 55 degrees, we will begin to see wind chills as we head into the afternoon hours. Though it'll only be a couple of degrees as we get into later today. So here are our future wind chills. You see the cloud cover overhead. That's going to stay with us as we continue throughout the day today, not clearing out until we get into the evening. But into the late afternoon hours, we should still get into the low 50s in terms of feels like. So that's not too far off of the actuals. Okay, cool. There's those showers. Again, most of them are going to remain to the north of Interstate 16. Those quickly go away. We're left with clear skies into the overnight hours. By the time we get to 10:30 tonight, we're already seeing wind chills in the mid to upper 20s. The actual temperatures are likely still going to be in the 30s because those wind speeds are going to be packing. As we head into tomorrow morning, if you have somewhere to go in the morning, you're going to wake up, you're going to see what it feels like outside in a place like Butler, 13 degrees, and you'll be like, nope, not doing it. You'll think, oh, let's watch TV. It's the weekend. Let's make some hot chocolate. Maybe you'll want to, watch the NFL games come on tomorrow because these are just bitter. And it doesn't get much better in the afternoon when the games or whatever do come on because we're going to be in the mid to upper 20s with wind chills in the peak afternoon hours, while the actual temperatures are going to be in the low 40s. So we're talking wind chills of 15 plus degrees from the actual temperature. It's going to be bitter out there. You're not going to want to enjoy that. As we head into tomorrow night, though, the wind will finally begin to calm down and then shift towards the southwest. And so as we head into our Sunday morning, yes, that will be bitter as you head out the door for church. And I definitely recommend that you bundle up if you do go to church or whatever else you might be doing early Sunday morning. But once we get into the afternoon with the winds coming in from the southwest, we will begin to rebound with temperatures getting back up into the 50s as we head into the afternoon. But for our highs for Saturday, again, these are the actuals, but the feels likes in the afternoon are going to be in those mid to upper 20s. Bundle up if you have any plans.
Students in Crawford County are finishing the week learning from home after multiple bus drivers tested positive for COVID. According to the school district, about 6 bus drivers tested positive for COVID-19. That's more than 25% of all the bus drivers in the county. School leaders made the decision to move to virtual learning after trying to get drivers to double up on bus routes. School staff has even stepped up to try to get kids to school.
We have used, some of our coaches have CDLs. As a matter of fact, during sports seasons, I've actually driven the school bus to some sporting events to keep our drivers at home on routes. And we just do what we have to do in these rural school systems to make it work. So.
Crawford County Schools plan to have students back in the classroom on Monday. And if you are interested in being a bus driver in the county, you can call 478-363-131 and apply. A piece of history at Carolyn Creighton Park is being reconstructed. The 2 gatehouses at the entrance of Carolyn Creighton Park have been demolished to make way for a new and restored structure. The entrance dates back to the 1870s and has gone through several changes throughout Macon's history. Muriel Jackson, the head of genealogy at Washington Memorial Library, says the gates have always served as a sign of times for Macon Bibb.
It'll never go back to what it was originally. It's just evolving into something new to meet the needs of the current generation.
According to Bibb County Representative Chris Floor, the gatehouses were in such despair they were deemed unsafe to the public. As of now, there is no set design for the new gates or timeline for construction. But Floor says the county is saving the bricks from the original structure and plans to rebuild using those same bricks. Vienna police are sharing new details about a Dooley County mother charged in the death of her missing son. Kiara Cotton is charged with murder, concealing the death of another, and cruelty to children, 2nd degree. This comes after her 4-year-old son, Jason Mathis, was reported missing by family. In a news conference Thursday, the Vienna police chief says they received a tip that Cotton was abusing her children. She was arrested Monday for cruelty to children, but then her charges were upgraded to murder.
Cotton's interview revealed the location of possible human remains located back in Chris County, in the city limits of Cordele. The GBI, with the assistance of the Chris County Sheriff's Office, collected the human remains.
The GBI Crime Lab has those human remains, and an autopsy will confirm identity and cause of death. Meanwhile, in Baldwin County, multiple agencies are searching Lake Sinclair for a man who was fishing with his wife Tuesday night. Baldwin County Fire Chief Victor Young says dive teams joined in on the search for 71-year-old Joseph Terry Robertson of Dublin. Search crews used sonar equipment and checked the surrounding woodlands with no luck. According to Chief Young, Robertson's wife reported their boat was sinking near Airport Island. As they were putting on their life jackets and swimming to shore, the woman was rescued from the water, but crews are still searching for her husband. A woman was killed on a head-on collision in Houston County early Tuesday. Houston County Coroner Danny Galpin says it happened around 2:41 in the morning on Highway 96 when one of the cars involved was driving in the wrong lane. Of the 3 occupants in the car, the front seat passenger, 48-year-old Crystal Burney, was the only one who died, while the other 2, as well as the driver of the car, were taken to Houston Medical Center for their injuries. And in Warner Robins, a 14-year-old is charged with arson following a fire at a local high school. Warner Robins police responded to a small bathroom fire at Northside High School around 7:30 this morning. Police say they learned a 14-year-old used a lighter to set toilet paper and a dispenser on fire. The school principal says this happened in the boys' bathroom of the Career Tech and Ag Education building. Also in Houston County, the Sheriff's Office needs your help identifying 3 guys who may be connected to a home invasion. These images were captured in the Marlin Terrace area on Monday, January 10th. Investigators say on that day, around 3:15 p.m., there was a home invasion in the 100 block of Macon Terrace in Byron, and these were captured in the area at the time. If you can help with this case, contact the Houston County Sheriff's Office. Well, in Bibb County, another man is in custody this morning in connection to a murder at a Macon hotel in November. The U.S. Marshals Task Force and Clayton County Sheriff's Office arrested 21-year-old Lucky Uday of Stone Mountain during a search warrant Wednesday. He's the 3rd person arrested for the murder of 27-year-old Chauncey Love II. The Bibb County Sheriff's Office says Love was killed in the parking lot of the Best Western on Riverside Drive during a drug deal. Uday is charged with murder and being held without bond. Well, this is video from the night of the incident on November 23rd. The Sheriff's Office says Love and 2 other men drove up from Jacksonville, Florida to make a marijuana transaction. During the incident, Love was shot by the people they were meeting with. He attempted to drive off, but the vehicle crossed over Riverside Drive and went into a ditch. The men in the vehicle with Love then jumped out and ran across the interstate. Now here's Aaron with another look at today's weather.
Thanks, Elizabeth. It's a cold, cloudy morning out there. Not really seeing any hint of the sunrise as we get ready to roll into our Friday and head into the weekend, but a lot of us are sitting right at or just above freezing. You won't need sunglasses today, but I also don't have the umbrella checked, and the reason why is we are talking about a couple isolated showers north of Interstate 16 later. If you want to have the umbrella with you, more power to you, but they're going to move through it very quickly, and we'll be seeing clear conditions return as we head into tonight. And we'll stay clear all weekend, but again, very, very blustery, especially for our Saturday. You're not going to want to go anywhere tomorrow despite the sunny conditions. The good news is we're warming back up as we head into next week with rain returning on Groundhog Day.
Thank you for watching Daybreak this morning. Your local news continues at 11 a.m. with 41 Today and at 5 tonight here on 41 NBC. Up next is the Today Show. Have a great morning.
The best stories come from you. If you see breaking news or have a news tip, call the 41 NBC newsroom at 1-866-901-NEWS.